All right, perfect. We are live. Awesome. All right, cool. So, what's going on, everybody? It looks like the chat's really moving right now, so that's super cool. All right, so what we're going to do is we do have some more items to give away. We got lots of stuff to still hand out. There's still lots of opportunities to win. Once again, this is a live stream about Facebook ads, so feel free to ask your questions if you have a business, if you're starting out, if you want to learn something, or if you just want to explain your current situation. I'd be happy to see what's possible and answer some questions. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. How important is a visual impact when drawing a buyer in? It depends. So depending on what you're selling, if it's an essential household item or an essential product, it doesn't have to be too visual. It could be very basic. It could just be a picture of the product itself with nothing else to it, because essential items are, things that people buy on a regular basis, or they have in their home, or things people use on a consistent basis. So that's really just the most important aspect, is like you don't have to worry too much about visuals. Now, if you're selling something that's not an essential item, say like it's not food, or it's not like clothing or anything like that. Say it's like a bicycle. It's going to depend. Like some people don't ride bikes. Some people live where there's not really any bike trails, or that's not their main means of transportation. So you could get more creative in the sense of showing off like why you would end up going with this bike specifically. And so the visuals there would be more important to focus on the aspects of why somebody would end up buying that, because probably the person who's interested in buying the bike probably already has a bike. So there's a lot more that goes into it and getting them to switch, right? So you have to keep that in mind. How much is your Facebook ads expert mastery course? You really opened up my eyes to potentially new career. If I won the MacBook, I would buy your course and grind. That's very tempting. And the course is $3,800. That gets you lifetime access to the course. It gets you also a full year of calls with me. We have weekly calls every Monday and Wednesday. So you'd be able to join. We'd be able to go through calls. You'd be able to share your screen, go through your ad account, and we'd be able to, improve your results week after week. We had somebody join who had zero spend on an ad account, and they had just gotten some clients, and we ended up taking that up to about 5,000 to 10,000 daily in spend in just a matter of weeks. So, the opportunity is there to scale. And keep in mind, they didn't have the budget to float it. It was purely profitable from day one, and we just kept recycling the profits to grow it. Good afternoon. Hi, everyone. Yep. Would love to win a new Mac for my business. Good luck. We do have we got an Apple Watch here. Nobody's really been talking about the Apple Watch. Anybody want this? It is the gold stainless steel case. We are giving this away. If anybody wants it, feel free to, chime in. This is really nice. It's a really nice piece. So yeah. And by the way, it looks like looking fresh, Chase. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you. Also, sometimes Wi-Fi doesn't work. I had to make my phone Ethernet cable, and I also need to make university assignment. Totally understand. I want an Apple Watch Beast. It would be amazing. Does the age requirement for starting ad? For running ads, there is not an age requirement that I know of. You should be able to run ads. We have people that were, that we know that were running ads in their teens, before they were 18, before, some people were 16. It's totally fine. So yeah. How much does your course cost? $3,800 one-time payment. That gets you lifetime access. That gets you a full year of calls. That gets you all the methods, the modules. That gets you all the formulas, all of our processes. That gets you into the members only group. That gets you, the 2 weekly calls and everything. Or we have a monthly payment plan, which is more, if you're looking for something more affordable, it's $5,000, but you pay $1,000 per month for 5 months, and then nothing after that. And if you end up joining on the payment plan and you decide to, cancel for whatever reason, you can do that. There's no questions asked there. You can just cancel. And then we also offer for, we now have an option where if you choose that you don't want to be on the live Q&A calls, or you don't want to have, your ad account being shared on a screen, we do have a course option where It's a 1,000 one-time payment, and you only get the course. You don't get the calls. You would only get the actual course with all the formulas and the data methods, because lots of people have been asking about that. So we did create an option just recently. Yesterday, we just launched this. This is the first time I've been talking about this offer. It's 1,000 lifetime access to the course. And then we also have a payment plan there to make it extremely affordable and like a no-brainer option, which is $297 for 5 months. So you can literally get started for $297 and get access to our course and all of our modules. Does the strategy for all marketers like India or USA? What do you think about Facebook ads future? Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, Facebook has always been changing. There's been things that have been going on for a very long time. I was doing this back when, they didn't even have video views as an actual conversion objective. Videos weren't even like, a big deal at all. Like nobody's running video ads. And literally like, they ended up changing something where it made it to where users who are running ads on Facebook, instead of sending them off of Facebook's app to the website, because used to, that's how it would work. You would click on an ad and it would take you to, an actual website outside of Facebook. So like you would actually leave the app. So Facebook made a switch where they're like, we're going to do in-app, whenever somebody clicks on an ad, it's going to open up your site inside their app. So you know how like it pops up inside of Facebook's app and then like you can navigate and still purchase, but when you're done and you X out, you're still inside the Facebook app. So they did that to, increase engagement on their platform and keep people there. But the problem was, for advertisers, it was so effective getting people to leave their, app, because once somebody was on your site and completely away from Facebook, they would spend a lot more time on your site. So there was a huge benefit there, and people were making, there was businesses that would literally be doing like $2 million off of just a couple of $1,000s in ad spend. And it was like insane. It was before everybody was really diving into Facebook. And it was when, the times everybody was like hating on it or saying like, you can't really get any results there. And like nobody wanted to go. That was when it was really, really amazing. But that switch alone wiped out so many businesses because they had built all of their foundation off of the idea that they would be keeping their users on the site. But the moment that in-app browsing hit, it decimated a ton of businesses. And this has happened every year with some case. There's been stuff like this that happens every single year. They'll change the policy, and now all of a sudden you have to be in the special ad category, and that wipes out a bunch of businesses. Or they, take the ad limit from, you being able to create as many ads as you want to limiting it to 250 ads. That, hurts a lot of businesses who use a lot of, ads for testing. And then you have the thing where they actually make the, instead of whenever you request a review, it goes to a person, they switch it to going from a person to it going to first the review bot. And the review bot ends up, analyzing the actual ad and then determining if it's approved or not. And that ends up, denying a ton of ads and just slowing the process. So this stuff happens every year. And, this time next year, iOS 14, something's going to happen with the actual, privacy, where instead of it saying like share or allow, it's going to be, it's going to have a lot harder terminology where it's going to say like, do you want to be tracked all over the internet by Facebook? And that's going to intimidate people and people are going to bail. So, it happens every year. So the future of Facebook, I mean, this has been a recurring thing in the past and it's going to continue to happen. It's just a matter of pivoting and, not relying on one strategy that is focused on the current algorithm update. I see so many people listening to, other people in the space or, coming up with these crazy ideas where I need to like duplicate this ad set 10 times or something, like, the craziest things I've ever heard. And they're always strategies that are one-off, meaning they only work during the certain algorithm update. It's always like some person online finds like this special little thing that you can do and it gets tons of results. Don't get me wrong. It gets a lot of results short term, but the moment something switches, everything's gone. It's like, strategy's dead and they have to completely repivot. And if you're building a business, you need consistency. You don't need like these, spikes and then major drops. I mean, it's just not good. It's nice to have those big jumps, but, things, you don't want those things to just like be so turbulent. So we've always focused on data and always really been focused on the numbers. And we've always implemented tracking even further outside of Facebook. So even when these types of updates come out, they're no surprise to us. And we're always pivoted in a situation where we're always ahead of these changes before we even know they're coming in a lot of cases, just because we're looking at data and we're always moving with the numbers. Like if we didn't have access to so many ad accounts, we didn't find out that, there's a 30% change in actual sales reported on somebody's site versus on Facebook. There's like a 30%, attribution gap. Most people are like reporting, in the ad accounts that they're missing about 30% of their sales from the Facebook attributed results versus what they're seeing on their site. And so those things are like, well, we need to implement a type of tracking to get that extra 30%. And then when an update like this comes out, it works perfect because you've already stepped into the zone where you would have already needed to be in this update. So that's why data is important, and that's why we focus on it in our Facebook ads class. And, that's the future of Facebook. And if you're always looking at numbers and making sense of the data and not just, doing one-off strategies and listening to, random like hacks, then you're good. I've been looking into graphic design. Hi, Chase. I'm much more interested in wanting to engage on your Facebook ads, but I don't have a laptop. I'm really hoping I would win MacBook this time. Hi, Chase. I really need a laptop. What's the Mac? I'd be able to make better investment sales. Challenge accepted. Hey, man, in the MacBook Pro would be amazing because I woke up in the morning. What is the giveaway? We're giving away iPhones. We're giving away Apple Watch. We're giving away MacBooks. We're giving away lots of stuff. Turning off every 30 minutes and not turning on at all. Really hope I win. Good luck, guys. Matthias, if that's how you pronounce your name, you just won a new MacBook. So congratulations, Matthias. You're getting a MacBook Pro, 13-inch MacBook Pro, Touch Bar and Touch ID, full-size backlit Magic Keyboard camera, pre-installed, bunch of other stuff here. Yeah, super cool stuff. So congratulations. You just won a new Mac, so that's super awesome, everybody. We got more to give away tonight, so good job, Matthias. You did complete all the steps. We did verify that on our end, so good job. If anybody else is looking to, enter to win, make sure that you've completed all the steps below, and make sure to like this video. I see we have 36 people on here, only 19 likes. We're giving out a ton of stuff. We're trying to give back as much as possible, and we like to know that, this stuff, means something on y'all's end, and it tells us that we should continue doing it. So please make sure to give a like, subscribe if you haven't already. And congratulations once again. That's super awesome. I will go ahead and put this down. All you need to do is DM me. Let me know that you won. We're going to, send you an email with some quick paperwork that you just need to complete. And then you'll be able to receive this. So cool. Congratulations. I really need a computer. Congrats. Are you kidding me? Thank you. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I really hope I am able to win. All right, let's get some more Facebook ad questions going. There's going to be plenty more to give away. So feel free to, if you have a business, share what you're doing. Some people share your current results. What kind of ROAS are you getting? What are your costs per result? Let's get some more context behind you. What are you selling? What kind of products are you? B2B? Are you in leads? Are you e-commerce? I want to know, who's in the audience here. What kind of stuff y'all are running with Facebook ads? Are y'all doing video, image? What industry are you in? So that way I can better gauge, what everybody is here. So that way we can have the conversation pivot around that. I want to give the most value to the people who are, here. Nice painting. Thank you. Yeah. I hope I win this MacBook. Is that the reason I do? CBO versus ABO, when to use each one. ABO for testing, which means ad set budget optimization. It means that your budget's going to be on the ad set level. If you're testing, you want to have control over that to make sure that you have, spending equal, because you want to find out which ones are winning. Then once you find out your winners, once you get below about 5 ad sets and your winners, you can flip it over to CBO. No need to duplicate. Don't listen to that. There's nothing to duplicate. You just switch it over to CBO. Once you do that, it'll then automatically choose it'll be on the campaign level, and that budget will choose where to go automatically for you. And because you've already generated some results and you've already narrowed down a little bit faster for the system to know which one is converting best in your audience, it's going to really allocate the budget best for you. That's primarily applied to interest and lookalikes. That doesn't hold true for retargeting. There's a different strategy there. I have a clothing brand. Awesome. What kind of clothing is it? Is it T-shirts? Is it what kind of stuff? So, what are the cons of Facebook ads from AB? The cons? I don't know if there is any cons. I mean, maybe the cons would be that now you probably have to do a little bit more strategy up front. Used to, you could just, jump in, throw in a bunch of stuff, and then you'd probably get something to convert. But now that there's a little bit more advertisers and the space is changing at a little bit higher, rate than it did in the past. Used to, changes would happen maybe once a year. Now they're happening every, 3 to 6 months. We're seeing a change happening, which isn't a bad thing because there's still awesome results being generated. So the cons there are really just, really actually forcing you to do good things. So I wouldn't even say it's a con. You just got to spend more time on strategy in advance, like, thinking out what types of, content and brand you're going to stick with on your creatives, and then making sure that your landing pages look different than from like the typical, site, and making sure it's like, clean and it's not a mess and it's, fast, because they're rewarding advertisers who are, really making sure they're giving good offers, have a really good user experience. And that's important because it's good for, people using the app and people who are buying from, Instagram, Facebook, third party network to have a good experience. So not necessarily cons, but those are the things that are adding a little bit more barrier to entry. Hey Chase, I really want to win the MacBook. Awesome, Yash. I wish you the best of luck. Moisture, good luck to everyone. Yep, absolutely. Cassie, it would be awesome if I could get a Mac. Absolutely. Kinda one MacBook for giving free online classes to those who can't afford schools and studies, but personally, I can't afford my laptop. I wish you the best of luck. John, I'm running ads for cosmetic company based in the UK. Okay, awesome. It's going very well so far, especially since watching your videos. Very cool. I'm glad you are watching the videos. I think I'm almost watched all of your videos on YouTube. What if you've watched all of the videos on YouTube, or you've almost watched all the videos on YouTube, you should definitely consider joining the actual class. There's exclusive content there, and it's a lot different compared to how we're doing it here, where like on the YouTube, we're doing consulting and you're seeing that of like what questions they're asking. But on the class, they're step by steps of me walking through, the process of understanding the formulas, understanding the data and stuff like that. So lots of value there. So definitely consider going that route. I'm learning something I didn't know. Ruben, yeah, thank you. Absolutely. Any tips for mobile game developers regarding rewarded video ads? Ooh, that's a tough one because, that's right there. That's going to be the most impacted space is for app developers, and especially game developers who are working on a freemium model where it's like it's free to download the app, free to play the game. And the game's usually super fun and addicting. So you end up making all of the revenue through your, advertising. And with the stuff that already happened in September, where now third-party network, which is on, apps, the ads aren't as relevant as they used to, which is like kind of, it's kind of sad if you think about it, because used to, you would go online, you'd find a pair of shoes, you would add it to cart, and then you wouldn't purchase. And literally any app you go to, it doesn't matter if it's a dating app, it doesn't matter if it's, another social app, it doesn't matter if, you were just scrolling on the, a game app, you would be shown those exact colored pair of shoes instantly. It would be like anywhere you went, you would instantly see those exact same shoes, and the conversion rates were really high because it worked so well. Now, that's still happening, but it's not as relevant today. And it's really not as relevant anymore on like, actual freemium apps because of the tracking that, Apple is prohibiting on that side. So, it's really hurting the game developers in that sense. So really what you have to do there is figure out a way to not only comply with the policies they have. If you go to developers.facebook.com and you go to iOS 14 SDK, SDK steps, it's going to give you the steps on what you should do as an app developer to follow, like making sure that you're setting the right parameters, that you're, stating up front what the data is going to be used for, and all of those things. So that way you can ensure that you not only get approved to be able to run ads on your, app, but also making sure that the ads are relevant. So that way it's just not totally random. Because if it's totally random, you're not going to be making as much in that sense, because advertisers on that, that placement won't be shown as much because they're just not, converting. And that's why, these people are getting hit, because Facebook, keep in mind, will only show the ads where somebody's most likely to convert. And if people aren't converting on, per se, the game app, then the revenues for that game app is going to go down. So in order to make sure you have workarounds is, You need to be implementing a different type of tracking, making sure you're picking up the right data and following all the policy guidelines that Facebook's releasing, as well as what Apple's forcing, app developers to do. Hi Chase, I'm much more interested. Come on, Airport, stop spamming, taking the free value Chase is giving. Solomon, thank you. I don't have a laptop due to which I didn't know about the Facebook ads. Hi, did you say you could buy the course only without the coaching calls for 1,000? Yes, that is right, Becca. That is a new offer we have as of yesterday. There's no available way to find it currently, but you know what? I could probably drop the link in here in the chat if y'all want it. Let me go find it real quick. While I'm doing that, go ahead and people ask some more questions, and we'll probably also do another giveaway here pretty soon. That is really helpful, Chase. Thanks a lot. What should I do to make sure my game has a steady eCPM? How to avoid cosine sign choose eCPM graph. Have you been going to the developers.facebook site, Talha, to read all the documentation there? They release that stuff pretty early on, just given that developers are the first ones that really need that information. So a lot of good stuff comes out of that. Congrats to the winners so far, Cassie. Absolutely. Congrats, everyone, so far. All right, I'm dropping the link here. I don't know if this is clickable. All right, it is. So that link right there that I just dropped in the chat, that is going to end up taking you to the course. That is one-time payment, $997. Keep in mind, it doesn't come with the actual Q&A calls that we do, but you get all of the methods, modules, and the actual formulas and data processes that we use. You still get to join the group. You still get access to all of the main things that really make it extremely valuable, except you don't have to pay the full cost because you're not going to be attending the calls. And some people prefer that option because they don't want to attend the calls. They don't want to show their ad account, which that makes it a good option. Other people are also nervous to get on calls. And then others really just don't feel they need to be on the calls because they just want to be able to have access to those data methods and learn from that specific step-by-step guide. It would be life-changing if I win. I'll use the laptop to develop and publish my game for App Store. When I start earning from my game, I'll reciprocate by giveaways. Awesome. Yeah, that's super cool. Any tips for local to national selling ads? I could really use this laptop as mine has caused me to miss assignments due to slowness. Any tips for local to national? If you're going from local to national, that's good. You'll probably see really nice results. Just because you're going to capture a lot of low-hanging fruit the moment you switch from being, local, if it's state, or if it's like, city, or, province, and you're switching to the full country, you're going to see a lot more results just because a lot of low-hanging fruit is going to be gathered. What are the chances of me getting an iPhone? I don't know, but good luck. I really need a laptop to run Facebook ads. Start using Coursera course on Facebook social media. What are the chances of me getting... Yeah, this person. I'd love to win a laptop. Wishing all of you the best of luck. Would love to be considered for a MacBook Chase. I followed all the steps and I'm a candidate. Also, your TikToks are so underrated. John, you just won a new iPhone 12 mini. So congratulations. I've been waiting to see somebody who had came from TikTok, and John, you are the one who just won a new iPhone 12 mini. So congratulations, John. All you got to do is find me on Instagram, DM me there. And once you do that, you'll complete a little bit of steps of paperwork and we'll ship this off right to you. So congratulations once again. That's super awesome, John. You just won this new iPhone 12 mini. So it is white, 64 gigs. And yeah, super cool phone here. Just came out just a couple of days ago. So congratulations, everyone. He just won this, John. That's awesome. Hey, Chase, will choosing data sharing between Shopify and Facebook to the maximum level overcome the new settings? Partially. Yeah, it's going to help. It's going to help a lot switching over to Maxim. So absolutely do that. That is going to, you want to be on the conversion API. So that way you can be sending data from there. All right. So, love from India got your live today. Thanks for the giveaway. Useful to some who get that. Thanks for the detailed videos on Facebook. I'm watching your videos on Facebook ads. That's so awesome, Venkat. I really appreciate it. And happy to see that we have people from other parts of the world that are watching the videos. We have a pretty big international audience. We actually have 23 countries in our actual Facebook ads expert mastery class, which is like super cool. So, yeah, that's awesome. Always awesome to hear people from other countries. Oh my God. Thanks so much, Chase. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for all your help in the ad space too. Absolutely, John. We love you and you just want a new phone. Thank you for all of this information. I'm pretty sure it will help lots of people. And also thank you for these giveaways. Absolutely. Heard of you from the Clubhouse app. Awesome. We have somebody from the Clubhouse app. I really appreciate that. That's super cool. It's nice to see people coming from the Clubhouse app. You've been amazing. For retargeting, are you a fan of video or images? For retargeting, we're definitely, we definitely end up approaching that with images for sure, because they have typically have a higher conversion rate right away. Videos work, really nice and cold specifically, but images for retargeting, we always test white backgrounds versus black backgrounds with retargeting to always see, what's going to end up converting there. And we usually are really specific on the ad. In retargeting, it's like usually, if it's a discount or it's just showing the product and saying like, hey, you left this in your cart, or hey, you forgot to check out, or hey, what happened? I'm calling out their unique situation. And then also we always take the best performing ad out of, the cold audiences, which are essentially your new prospecting, and always putting them into your retargeting, because those best converters over there are going to convert really well in your retargeting as well. And you're going to see a really big jump in ROAS if you do that, meaning return on ad spend. Please, I need it. Our iPads also part of the giveaway. We've only had one iPad Pro being given away, and that's being given away on somebody else's channel that I ended up sending that to, so that way they could give it away to their audience. Congrats again. I first started from your TikTok too. One of your vids popped up on my For You page. That's super awesome, Cassie. Super cool to see people are coming from TikTok. Any tips for running ads for a jewelry e-commerce company? Absolutely. We've worked with lots of jewelry e-commerce companies. Specifically, we've always found with jewelry e-commerce, if you have the actual item, if it's, a necklace or anything like that, always having the zoomed in shot, no skin, never show any skin, because it's easier for an individual to imagine that piece on them. So if you have it around, as a necklace, having a really zoomed in shot where it's just showing that piece and you might be able to see the fabric in the back, and then always having the logo front and center right below the piece of jewelry, just so that way you're getting that brand recognition and that, awareness for when you're running different ads. And with the jewelry business specifically, it's always good to have, a cause behind it, and then also telling the story in the actual ad for the jewelry business. Then talking about the pricing, always stating the pricing up front there in jewelry specifically. It's always an important factor for that type of e-commerce business. And also, really making sure that you're demonstrating the offer, where it's being shipped from. Is it free shipping? Always mentioning those things in the copy, having the link in the copy, and always having really high quality, creatives of the actual piece that you're seeing. And with that, and we end up launching creatives for a jewelry business, at least once every week or every other week. That really keeps return on ad spend high, and it's always keeping things fresh and rotating. But because the logo and the style of the creative is always very similar, and it's always going around. We do carousels with jewelry. It works really well. So that's what we found that has been really successful across many accounts that are in the jewelry space. So I would definitely, recommend implementing those steps. Amen. All right. Thanks for pronouncing my name correctly. People always pronounce it wrong. Say, oh yeah, absolutely. Boom Spa. Don't spam. Okay. Hey, I think building an audience would come somewhat easygoing. You have to be creative. Expanding options. Would you recommend expanding options? Would you sending ads to influencers who have an audience of their own? Yeah, I mean, you can definitely work with influencers and stuff like that. We find that, like, using images from like influencers in spaces like that, they tend to work for a little bit, but they're not like really evergreen campaigns, because influencers, a lot of times, there's not really like influencers that are like consistent in spaces. They're always like, they usually become an influencer from one specific thing, and then they're riding off that tail end of the actual, influencer per se aspect of it, of just having all that following, but it quickly tapers off to some degree. So there's only so much benefit you can get from it. Specifically, we did something with, The Bachelorette, where Tasha Adams, where, there was influencer marketing going on there, where, we'd actually, she'd end up promoting the product, and then that would be used in ads, and it would work really well during, as the show's going on. But, as soon as the show's off and the season's over, things start to taper off there. So you have to always either be looking for the next set of influencers you're going to be, promoting with, which can get pricey, or you just end up finding something that's more evergreen outside of the influencer space. By the way, whichever comes first, if the camera ends up dying, then we'll probably end up cutting the stream, and we'll probably move to live on a different platform, maybe Facebook or Instagram. So if you're following us there, as soon as this camera gives out, we'll probably switch live to a different stream. What can be done while Facebook account gets banned for clients immediately? The only things you can do are really follow the steps. We have a video on this. The steps are, make your appeal with Facebook, verify your personal profile, make sure you have your business documents uploaded to the business manager, make sure you have a backup admin, make sure you're verified domain. Those steps are going to keep you, in the green. How does your product have to be before you should start approaching influencers? I would make sure that you have a really nice brand. Influencers are more inclined to work with really nice brands. That's for one. And and you can end up getting better deals with influencers if it's something that they're wanting to promote, because if it's, something that aligns with them and it does look professional, and you do have like that, actual, content strategy going on, they're a lot more inclined to say yes. Otherwise, most will, some will say yes no matter what, but they're going to hit you with, insane, costs or fees that just remotely never make sense. So I'd always be careful on how you approach that. Always make sure you have a really nice brand and have like the content and, the proof and all that going, because that's going to make it easier for them to make a decision. I know you use a lot of UTM links as another form of tracking, but how do you transfer that data to Facebook? How do you transfer that data to Facebook? Okay, so UTMs, you're not transferring back to Facebook. UTMs are to transfer the data from Facebook into your platform. So like, for instance, like if, with these iOS update changes, there's going to be less data being, taken out from Facebook. So with UTMs, that keeps up with keeping, that data pipeline going. So that way you can always keep track of, where purchases are coming from and stuff like that. So that's where that aspect comes into play, which is really important. How do you verify your personal ad account? Not a personal ad account, verify your personal profile. So you go to Facebook, you click on the little down arrow next to your icon. It'll say like, you'll just click like settings. It'll then pop up. And on that first page, you'll just look at the very bottom option, which will say verify, your personal profile. You click on it. It's going to say, if you verify your profile, you're going to be able to run political ads and stuff like this. That's just for that portion, but it's going to verify you as a whole. So Facebook knows this is a legit account, and that's actually you. You upload your ID, you upload some documents to prove who you are. They'll send you something in the mail. You'll then complete that thing in the mail. And then once you do that, you'll be verified, and you'll have a little green, green dot next to your verification. And it only keeps you verified on your personal for one every year. You have to repeat this process. But with that, you're going to be able to unlock more things in your business manager, and you're going to increase the trust and have a much lower chance of getting your ad account locked, because they know who you are. They're more inclined to lock an ad account where they don't know the person, or if your card has been used before, and if your ad account has ever been banned, then there's like a strike on the back end of your card that essentially tells Facebook, hey, we don't know who this person is, and this card has already been used once in an ad account that's been banned. So it's kind of like it starts to stack up in the sense of if you're not following these trust steps, then like these things quickly increase your chances of starting to get banned faster, and before you know it, you're getting kicked out. So make sure that you try to do as many trustworthy steps as possible, because you're going to lower your chances, and you might even eliminate the process of ever having to worry about getting locked out, unless you actually violate policy for something serious. What ads do people gravitate to? Man, I wish something, honestly, I'd be a lifetime. What ads do people gravitate to? It depends. I mean, that's a very, that type of question's very general in the sense of there's audiences for all kinds of different products and services. So it's really just a matter of finding the right audience, using the right type of copy and the right messaging to actually promote that. I hope I could win a MacBook. This is the first stream I was finally able to join. I did fully watch your other streams too. This Mac would be so helpful in virtual school because my computer's slow. I wish you the best of luck. Awesome. Thanks, man. Any tips on how to keep frequency lower, even though my audience is about 2 million? Exclude the purchases or exclude your add to carts if you're e-commerce, or exclude your leads if you're B2B. That'll lower the chances of your frequency going up. And if you have new ads in there, that'll also keep your frequency down. And then also removing audience overlap, because if you have high overlap, that's why your frequencies are going up, because they're also counting the fact that if somebody's seen this ad in another audience and now they see it in this one, it's going to look like your frequencies are climbing, because they are, but it's really because you have partial overlap. So you always want to remove audience overlap in that sense to lower your frequencies. That way you keep your prospecting, and it's new people. You don't want high frequencies there because you want to find new. And then your retargeting is where you lift your frequencies, because that's the purpose, is to make sure people are seeing the ad if they didn't convert again. Hi, Chase. I think doing messaging campaigns for e-commerce businesses has a high potential for sales, as it's cheaper and you get a chance to give quick answers to potential customers. Absolutely, yeah. Messaging and things with texting, SMS, stuff like that on really helps, because they have high open rates. It's more personal, and people really connect with that because it's a more of a human interaction. So yeah, I totally agree with it. Is that a lookalike audience for the past few days? Increase the ad viewable? I'm not sure what that means. Hey, Chase, absolutely love your content since day one. As a media buyer myself, I would really love to win this MacBook to finally make my changes to client's ad account, ads manager, without my PC freezing. Awesome, Nicholas. I wish you the best of luck. Abby, when for clothing, jewelry, what would you recommend making the bulk of your investment with? Initial ads, pictures, etc.? Yeah, definitely starting with pictures is a good option. You're going to have high conversion rates there. Usually images really work for starting out, because videos are going to have higher production costs. They're going to be harder to really nail. But if you have somebody that's really good at video content, knows what they're doing, and knows how to communicate that story, then videos can be really effective. Videos have high CPMs because it's more competitive, less placements. So that's why images are a really good option. How for clothing, and then hi, Chase. With the laptop, I will be able to make my dream come true, scale my ecom to the world. That's awesome. Okay. Why my CPM is $5, which is low, and the CPC is higher? Could be that your offer is really your CPM could be low because you have a audience that's really large. So you're able to maintain low CPMs, but you might have an ad that is not really resonating. So you get that offset, number where you have really low CPMs because it's being shown to a lot of people because you have such a large audience, but you have high cost per click because it's not an ad that really is resonating with, a broad bucket for the amount of people you're reaching. So that's where you could end up seeing something like that, Daniel. Would love to win 9. I came from Chase. I've been following you for a long time and you're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. And I want to say that my laptop got sucked a few days ago and it hinders my business manager. Yash, thank you so much for those kind words. And I'm sorry to hear that. I wish you the best of luck. I'm a medicine student. I broke my laptop 2 weeks ago and I truly want a MacBook for my studies. I wish you the best of luck. I came from the Gary Perez. Yeah, Gary. Yeah, he's the only reason I've heard of you, to be honest. Yeah. So that's the Gerardo is Gerardo. He's the one that I gave the iPad Pro to run a promotion on his channel on TikTok. So he's giving away one of the iPad Pros for the person who is asking about the iPad Pro. If I was giving it away, I gave it to him to give away to his audience. So you can go check out his profile if you want, so you can see it. I've never actually owned a MacBook because I can't afford it, but it would be amazing to receive. Your content is also very interesting, and I enjoy listening. Hey, Chase. Fialo is asking for you. Yes, I see. I am currently using my iPhone 6 to run ads. Having a MacBook will be great because my Safari is crashing on my iPhone 6. Wow, an iPhone 6, that is, yeah, definitely need an upgrade there. I wish you the best of luck. I really would like to win an Apple Watch. Good luck, everyone. I feel so sad right now. For retargeting images, you mentioned testing white versus black background. Which one is giving you better results? White backgrounds for cold prospecting, black. Black as in darker images in the sense of if it has a shadow or if it looks at nighttime for retargeting, because a lot of times the retargeting gets a lot of purchases when people are outside of work, or they weren't able to complete that initial purchase. They saw an ad, maybe they're scrolling on their phone in a public place, or they just didn't have time to convert, so they end up saving it to their bookmarks or something, that ad, and then they convert later on. Which this is a we've been looking at the data, and we always see the darker images are converting better with retargeting, but we don't have the sound evidence of saying this is the exact reason why the psychology is that somebody's converting on a darker image. But we've tested across over 100 accounts, and we clearly see the distinction there. But the theory is that it's likely to do with the timing of when people are getting those making the purchase on a retargeting ad, because it's usually right whenever they have time, and that could be in the evening times, which is why the darker images might be resonating better, because it's really making sense in a way of the actual setting of when they convert. If I can help you with that, that is going to make my day. How can I draw my CPC down to 0.0003 for an engagement campaign? Indeed need laptop. Well, I mean, that's already a good cost for engagement. If it's video views, I mean, if you want to get it down to like 0.001, you're just going to need to make it more viral type content. More shares is really going to do that, because the organic is what's going to spread so quickly. Hey, what's up, Chase? HTZ Boxing, what's going on? Please help me to everyone just asking to help students. Facebook ads reach becoming low for my ads recently. Is that the best way to go for Google ads? Any suggestions? I've done video ads. Facebook ads reach becoming low for my ads recently. That's okay. I wouldn't be concerned too much about lower reach. I'd be, more worried about if you're getting purchases around that lower reach. Sometimes we see for, every 2 clicks we get a purchase, which you'll pay like a $5 cost per click. But I mean, if your purchase is like, $5 to $10 every 2 clicks, then it's really not a bad deal, because you might be hitting a 3 to, a 5x or a 5 to 7x off of that. So it makes sense. And, low reach, but you're hitting the right audience per se. So that's good, because sometimes when you have really specific copy and you're really toning in on your audience, you'll have, your CPMs will be higher, your cost per click will be higher, because you're very specific on who you're looking for. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. That's called quality control. It means you're controlling the type of quality that's entering into your site and converting, which makes your lookalikes better in the long run when you get a lot of that, data built up. Chase, hey Chase, you mentioned videos over pictures. I mentioned that images work really well across as a whole, but videos work really well in the sense of, for specific types of ad accounts and specific businesses. I'm sure a lot of people can attest that, videos work really well for them. But, when looking at a broader data set, images do work really well. Thanks for the positive feedback, Chase. He'll reply, if I win, could I possibly exchange that for your course? I feel like it's more valuable than any Apple product, because a laptop is just a tool that can be replaced by another source. That's awesome, and that's very nice of you to say. I really appreciate that. It makes sense to me. Want to invest, learn, and then you'd be able to afford all the MacBooks you'd want. Hitting a 8.9 on a $35 a day. Client doesn't want to scale campaign until January. Shaking my head. Hey, those are really good results. I totally can understand that. Awesome numbers. And then clients like, yeah, let's just stay here. We don't want to scale, even though like the return on ad spend's doing phenomenal. Is it okay to have a high cost per click in the first week of my campaign? What can I do to lower it? Yeah, making new creatives that'll help lowering it. Just finding something that converts better. It is normal to have somewhat of a high cost per click in the beginning, but other times people get really low cost per clicks right away. It just kind of depends on your copy and the call to actions you have. By the way, if anybody's finding any value in this at all, make sure to like, make sure to comment. We are giving away more MacBooks. We have a lot more of these to give away. So make sure to follow all the steps below. And like I said, this stuff isn't free for us. It does cost us. We did spend a lot of money on these actual Macs and all these Apple devices, and then doing these streams and spending a lot of time here. So it always lets us know and reassures us that this, people are finding value in this if you do like this video. So make sure to like and, leave a comment and let us know, how much of an impact this is having for you, so we know to continue to do this. So if anybody hasn't already liked it, make sure to do so. And that also does enter you in to win the Mac. Woo, I have done all the steps. Abby, win. Abby, have you won anything yet? I don't believe we've given you anything, Abby. Abby, what are you looking for? Are you looking for an iPhone, a Mac, an Apple Watch? I follow you on all 3 platforms, and I really need a new laptop. HDZ. Where are you located, HDZ? Where are you located? Abby, which one do you want? We'll give you away one. You just have to comment below before somebody else takes it. I also follow you on TikTok, HDZ, where are you located? Joseph, hello, I subscribed. Awesome. If you haven't subscribed already, we give away a lot of free content. Tons of videos and consulting videos. There's definitely, a video for every industry. Abby, a MacBook. Okay, well, there you go. We'll give you a new MacBook Pro. So congratulations, you just got this new one. This is the newest one that came out. I think it's called like an M1 or something. Somebody told me in the comments. I don't even know what that means, but supposedly it's a really, fast, chip or something. Don't hold me to that, but all I know, this is brand new. It's the most recent one. So congratulations, you just won, Abby. 13-inch MacBook Pro. You got the Retina LED backlit display, True Tone technology. Touch bar and Touch ID, full-size backlit, Magic Keyboard, 2 Thunderbolt cables, 4 ports overall. Lots of other stuff here. Super energy efficient and includes charger, wall cables, and all of that. So congratulations, you just won the MacBook Pro 13-inch, and it is the space gray model. So you're going to look super cool having this one with you. So congratulations, everyone. She just won the new MacBook. In order to get this, Abby, make sure to DM me on Instagram. Let me know that you won, and we'll send you over some paperwork to complete. And then once you do that, we'll ship this out to you. Also, everyone, make sure that if you are entering, you have to be 18 or older to enter, and you also have to have somebody who can accept this in the U.S. You can be out of, the country and win, but you have to have somebody who's going to accept it for you in the U.S. So if you don't have somebody in the U.S. that can accept it, then you either have to find someone or you just won't be able to redeem these items. That is how, the laws work here in the U.S. In order for you to be able to enter it into a giveaway, in order for us to send it to you outside of the country, it's not possible. We have to send it to the person in the U.S. who's going to send it to you. So just so that way everybody knows who is out of the U.S., those are, the rules at play here. So as long as, that's possible, then, everybody has a chance to enter. Okay, that makes sense. Well, that's so sad. I'm in England. Chase, if I'm from Europe, can I complete the W-8 instead of W-9? I don't know. I would have to ask our accountant. All I know is that the steps that I've been told are that you have to, have it go to somebody who can accept it here, and then however they want to get it to you, they can. So I'm 17. Once again, if you have a legal guardian, that's also fine. As long as you have a parent who can accept it, that's also okay. Thank you for doing this giveaway. I hope I win a MacBook. Absolutely. Do you think this Apple privacy spat with Facebook is going to be a major factor? Absolutely, Noah. Without a doubt, it's going to have a big impact on a lot of small businesses. This is like the first time that Facebook's actually like really been hitting, striking a chord with small business, because they know what, impact this is going to have. And it's not even so much that people are going to see like not only a major drop in their revenue if they don't have tracking set up. The problem is that people aren't going to see the results being reported in the ad account. So you might be seeing your revenue increasing month over month running Facebook ads, but you're not going to be seeing really the numbers being attributed into your actual ads manager. So people who don't know that there's delayed tracking and there's also just less being reported to your ad account, people are going to be thinking, well, Facebook ads aren't generating me a return on ad spend. I'm not making back my money on Facebook ads. But realistically, they are making a lot on the back end, but because they're not tracking it or, getting the correct analytics, they don't realize that it is beneficial just because it's just not reporting as effectively in the ads manager anymore. So, you could have an ad set that says $500 cost per purchase and you have 2 purchases, but, on the back end of your system, you could have had 25 purchases that came from that audience at like, $10 a piece. And you wouldn't even know it without that extra level of tracking. So it's gonna throw some people in a loop because they might not know what decisions to make on their ad account, which is why it's important to have these data processes and these types of tracking in place. That would be the best impact of my life, and my parents would be so proud of me. Absolutely. We are giving away more Macs and more devices. So if you want to enter and win, make sure to follow the steps below. getting a Mac. By the way, once again, if you haven't liked this video, please do so. It lets us know that we're doing good on the stream. Can I please get a MacBook Pro for my school? I wish you the best of luck, Joseph. HTZ Boxing, my current laptop is 9 years old. HTZ, did you let me know? I'm in California. Awesome, HTZ. You just won a new MacBook Pro as well. Look at all this. We're just giving away Macs and Apple devices every couple of minutes. If start commenting away, because you're going to, end up having a chance. If you're spamming more than 10 comments every minute, that's not going to work, because it's preventing me from seeing other people and preventing them from having a chance. Boom Spa, please tone down on the amount of comments you're sending. I don't want to have to be, the person that we have to moderate you and get you out of here. I didn't think I was going to have to moderate the group, but if we have to, we have to, because, other people want to be able to enter to win. But that doesn't make everybody else can continue commenting. Just make sure you're not sending at least, 10 comments a second. That's a lot. Congrats. Yep, absolutely. Abby was also a winner. And HDZ Boxing, you did win this, Max. So congratulations. Make sure to DM me on Instagram. We did confirm that you had completed all the steps. We saw that you did steps on not only Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, but you even did it on TikTok and stuff like that. So congratulations. You did complete all the steps. We did verify that on our end, and you won a new MacBook Pro because of it. So congratulations. It is Space Gray. It does have the Touch ID. It is a super nice Mac. It just came out a few days ago. So congratulations. Touch bar, Touch ID, full size backlit Magic Keyboard, 13-inch MacBook Pro. This is super cool. So you have 4 Thunderbolt cables. It's going to be a lot of fun. You're really going to enjoy this. So congratulations. You did just win that Mac. So make sure to DM me on Instagram. Sir, can I please win one? Congrats all. Yo, Chase, the MacBook Pro would help me out a lot. I'm from a third world country, Rustam. So would you redeem it for me? People are trying to find others who would redeem it. Nice. That's your decision if you choose to do that. Thanks for doing this. I did all the steps. Yeah, absolutely. We're happy to give back. 2020 has been a tough one for most. Others, had a good year. Some people weren't really impacted. But, we want to make sure we're supporting the community, because now more than ever is the time to come together and support each other. So that's what we're here to do. So if you do have Facebook ad questions, if you are just starting out, make sure to comment, your questions, so that way we can not only help you out there and give you some value, but also so that way you can potentially enter to win one of these. So if you haven't already, make sure to like. And how many more products do you have? We got quite a few. So we have Apple Watch. We have Apple Watch. We also have the iPhone. So we got to give these away. So still more items to win. I'm in New York. I used to sell candy in middle school. Awesome. The hustle is real. I used that money to purchase my first laptop. Wow, that's a lot of candy to sell. I'm 23 now, and this laptop has been serving me well, yet it's on its last straw. That's awesome. Super cool story there. I hope you have a good chance of winning. All steps done in hope of MacBook. I did all steps, Chase. Should I invest on some money before starting Facebook ads? Should I invest on some money? I'm not sure if you mean like investing outside of Facebook ads. I'm not really sure if that would be a good approach. If anything, I think it's just really about, if you're going to be starting out and you're tight on cash, pushing organically, trying to build like a community. Facebook groups have really good organic reach. Posting is more just in case people visit your profile. It's not really going to have the biggest impact. But like, channels like YouTube and stuff like that, or TikTok, those are really good for like massive reach if you're consistently putting out. But specifically, that's going to be the right way to build up that, those cash reserves to then be able to, consistently invest in Facebook ads and start making it ROI positive for you. Hi, Chase. If all the conversions come from one-day click, should I change my ad account default to one-day click / one-day view and optimize ads for that? Would love to win a MacBook. That's a really good question. If you're getting 50 conversions per day on clicks, that's phenomenal. So I would definitely stick to that one. But if you're getting more than 50 purchases per day on one-day click, then definitely consider doing one-day click / one-day view, because you might be able to get, you might have enough data coming through where it makes sense. But if you're like lead-based, that's also good. If you have 50 consistently coming in daily at one-day click, good. If you have like 70 or 100, then yeah, definitely have one-day click / one-day view, because, that's going to end up actually being able to convert even better. When I saw the notification that you started a stream, I sprinted to get my computer. I was here from the start. I hope I can win a MacBook. Followed on Facebook, Insta, and TikTok. That's so cool. I really appreciate it, Cassie. Apple Watch would be really nice. Ruben, another reason to hate while you're born in Africa, you can't even win a giveaway. People need to stop spamming the same messages. Ask questions, guys. Austin. Okay. All steps done in hope of MacBook to give free education. Hi, Chase. Know about special gift last time. I hope I would win. Also be able MacBook just like Pablo. Just complete all the steps. Thanking for winning a Mac. Also, good luck to everyone. Complete all the steps. Why you get started? What got you started in Facebook advertising? Organic posting on social media. Then a business owner of a friend reached out and was wanted to see if we can end up running ads on social media for him. And I ended up doing it. We ended up booking out 2 years worth of pools for him. It was a luxury pool builder. We ended up, really focusing in and getting into the profile of like who the audience would be, who the home buyers are for pools. Typically, it's usually the housewives who are buying the pools. That's not, the case every time, but that's the majority audience. It's usually the wife or the mother of the house that is deciding that they want a pool, whether it's for their kids or they want it to, for their home, or increase the value for the luxury side. And we really tapped into that audience, and we're really, primarily got the those ladies and housewives to actually, submit their contact information on a contact form, and all of them would make the decision, and then they get they go speak with their spouse and actually end up buying these luxury pools. And when we say luxury pools, I'm not talking about like your standard pool in the back. I'm talking about like lazy rivers and stuff, like really big, fancy, really luxury pools that these individuals were buying. And we ended up booking 2 years worth of projects. I literally received a phone call, and he was like, Chase, I'm going hunting. I'm retiring. Thank you so much. I no longer need your business. And I was like, whoa, I just did all this and generating an insane amount of results, and now I'm losing business from this because I was too good for my own good. But, ended up working out because I ended up using that as a case study to say, here's what I did for this business. And that leapfrogged me into other businesses. And before you know it, we're growing, we're opening, more departments, and had a lot of people coming onto the agency team. We were treating people really well, generating really awesome results. And I've really been doing it ever since. All steps done. Oh my God, I need this MacBook. I'm 15 with a marketing agency. Can I get some? That's awesome. You're starting super young, so congrats. Yes, I would definitely say that TikTok is a great place to share and show off your business. It is an easy place to get attention just by posting a video. Absolutely. Where are the 2021 trends in Facebook ads? The trends are going towards data and using your own internal metrics and analytics and using that to make decisions on your Facebook ads. That's really where the trends are headed. So you're going to see a lot more, data in that sense of being used in that arena. Thank you for the info. All steps done. Hey, Chase, I'd like to win the Mac because my school gives extremely slow one. I'm sorry to hear that, Amber. I wish you best of luck. Will Facebook restrict your ad account if you do astro surfing on your ads? Like get 10 people to like and comment? No, they won't restrict that. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we'll end up posting an ad and then blasting it to a list to have everybody go engage to leave a review on the ad. And it works really well with setting up the social proof in advance. And it drives up click-through rates. So yeah, absolutely. Definitely good strategy. Chase, I'm a long follower of yours. Rustam, that MacBook would be of a big help. I've actually done all the steps. This is my first time I'm participating. Awesome. How many people do you have on your agency team? What does your day look like? We have over 13 people and growing. My day to day, I spend my time in the mornings at the agency. I spend my times more towards the afternoon working on the Facebook Ads Expert Mastery class and answering questions and helping there. And then the rest of my day, I usually spend, helping people on the content value side of showing individuals how to do Facebook ads and other things like that, whether it's through Clubhouse or it's through YouTube or it's through Facebook or Instagram or TikTok or these other means. And, I'll literally be doing like lives on other platforms all the way to like 12 in the morning, some cases. So yeah, I mean, definitely a busy schedule, but definitely enjoy doing it. It's a lot of fun, and really thankful for our team and the results that have been generated. If you haven't already, make sure to like. That does tell us that you do enjoy the video. We really do appreciate it. We're trying to give back as much as possible. there are more MacBook Pros to win, and we still need to give away this Apple Watch. So if anybody wants it, make sure to comment below. How can I win? Thank you for your videos. That one with the Polish shoes helped me. Oh yeah, the Polish shoes. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a good video. A lot of times the really good videos we see is like people who are coming from Amazon that are really successful on Amazon or doing Amazon, and then they want to get into the other side of the internet, because you got to think like 50% of the internet is buying off Amazon and they live in that world. The other 50% is on social, and is buying from Google ads and, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, third-party network, and social platforms. So that's where the internet splits. So like it's a totally different universe on that end. But the people who are coming from Amazon ads and like that have been successful there and don't know anything about Facebook ads, they do so well. For whatever reason, they're just really good learners. People who are on Amazon, they really, take note and pay attention to how the process goes with Facebook, because I think that because they follow policy and they have to be so strict and follow so much structure with Amazon, and they're very limited to data and they don't get a lot of information on who's buying from them, the moment they come into the social world where they're running ads on Facebook, they're like mind blown, because they're like, you mean to tell me I can know who this person is that's buying? I can add them to my list. I can, create audiences off of this people. And because of that, it's like they've been working with so little on Amazon. The moment they come to Facebook, it's like they're ever so thankful. They're just like totally taken back that this is even, possible. And so they excel extremely well because of that. So the best videos that, I'm really seeing is from people who are like coming there, because they see the opportunity and they put in the effort on that, because they're like, they've come from a platform where that's all restricted. Hi, Chase. I'm still hoping for your reply. Absolutely. I will definitely be checking Instagram DMs for that. Is it possible to retrieve a restricted pixel? No, not unless they reapprove it. Otherwise, it's going to be gone. That is unfortunate. Congrats again to all of the new winners. Hope I could win the Mac so I can proceed easily with schooling. All steps done in MacBook. How can I have the Apple Watch? How to add pixel backup? You don't want to add a pixel backup per se. It's considered circumventing systems with the policy. If anything, you just need to verify all of those steps, and that's going to make sure that you don't get locked out of things. The other way is to have your data being stored in your CRM or your, actual analytics, because then if your pixel gives out, at least you have all of the data on the back end you can upload into audiences. So that actually, works out. What is the best software to master as a beginner? It depends on what you're looking for. If it's a CRM, if it's a, it just depends. Like if it's going to be, a software where you're using it for data, if it's going to be for tracking, if it's going to be for email marketing, it all just depends what you're really looking to achieve. There's lots of good ones out there. Would love to win MacBook Pro. Ruben, come on, Chase, you missed my comment. Apple Watch. Ruben, where are you located? Hi, Chase, I don't have a laptop and I'm struggling with college. Having a MacBook is my biggest dream, but I can't afford it. Yes, I've been trying Amazon PPC, Facebook. It's much better. Have you thought about ads on other platforms besides Facebook? Yeah, Instagram, third-party network, Messenger, stuff like that. Google ads and things like that are good. So yeah, absolutely. I've been trying Amazon PPC. Facebook is much better. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, definitely is. I hope to win. Yep, totally. California. Ruben, you're in California and you want the Apple Watch. Okay. And Cassie, I've never actually won a giveaway like this. Would be awesome. Yeah, I wish you the best of luck. Honestly, don't know. I honestly don't want to win anymore. Okay. You mentioned Facebook groups. Have you or any of your clients utilized the Facebook group to generate sales and traffic? Absolutely. Facebook groups are really good for organic. And most people don't know this, but you can use a Facebook group to get a lot of engagement. So if you have a Facebook page that's like business or like anything related to that, if you put that Facebook page and, actually commenting and interacting as that Facebook page, you can do engagement lookalikes off of your Facebook group. Most people use their personal profile to interact in Facebook groups, but if you're interacting with a business profile, looking as it's your personal, you're going to be able to create lookalikes off of it, which most people didn't know. And you can get a lot of data from your Facebook group in that sense. And you can actually segment out and target your Facebook group data, which you're not able to do unless you have, that specific way of approaching it. So it's really valuable. So yes, absolutely. It's a really good way to do it. If you have a course, or if you have, if you're lead gen, if you're an expert in your space, Facebook groups are good in that sense, without a doubt. We definitely show strategies like that in our archive Q&A calls on our actual class. All right. Hi, Chase. I know. Let's get some more comments going. If anybody wants to ask more Facebook ads questions, please do. We're going to be giving away an Apple Watch. We're going to be giving away a MacBook Pro. So make sure to start commenting away so that way we can end up finding a winner and actually choose somebody. Super exciting giveaway. Now's your chance to win. So start doing it. We're going to pick somebody here in the next couple of seconds. So let's see everyone enter in so I can see some names and we can choose. Hey, Chase, is it possible if I can get a MacBook for school? Mackenzie, I wish you the best of luck. Dan, I've done all the steps. All right, Dan, congratulations. You're going to have to, Dan, where are you located? Please, sir, I beg you, short or long copy? Both, test both without a doubt. Long copy works really well for B2B and stuff like that. But short copy is really good for items that people can buy really quickly. My laptop is broken. Chase, I follow you about a year now. Wow, that's awesome. Super cool to see people who've been following me a year. That is super cool. I really appreciate it. Would love to win the MacBook. I really need a laptop for college. Sir, I can win. Good luck to everyone. Absolutely. Please, sir, I beg you. I'm from Philippines, but I have a friend in US. Okay. Are they able to accept anything there? Dan, if so, I'm from Cali. I've done all of these steps. I'm fighting for my education. Just please help me. Would love to win a MacBook. On iPhone, I've done all the steps. I need this MacBook. Solomon, I came for the MacBook Pro, but I stayed for the free value. Hey, that's the way to do it. I appreciate it. Need a new laptop. Okay, what time works best for a MacBook or for Facebook ads? All times are good. It just depends on like what's going to convert best in your audience and when they're active. I mean, I would never limit by a specific time ever because like there's always going to be opportunities to get a purchase at a certain hour of the day. Without a doubt, there's always going to be someone who's going to be able to purchase every hour of the day. You might not have a lot of purchases on some hours, but that doesn't mean you should remove them. You get more opportunities and more sales by keeping it open and actually keeping it on a schedule that you can actually get results on. So without a doubt, definitely do that. Hey, Chase, I really want the MacBook. It would really mean a lot to me. Laptop got sucked, so yeah. I have the worst luck, I swear. Where did we had somebody earlier that I was considering giving it to, but I think they actually dropped off the stream. Oh, Ruben. Ruben, are you still here? Joy, this would be my first new computer. Hafsa, I'm from Illinois. You would really, 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 really help me with a new laptop. Please, sir, I beg you. My birthday is the 30th. Would be an awesome. If I can get an early beta gift, that would be super cool. I wish you the best of luck. Chase, thank you. You're really, what you're doing is really crazy. Don't remember any of influencers with little followers doing that. You rock. Yeah, absolutely. I really appreciate everybody who's supporting it. So without a doubt, we're going to be giving back like this. So make sure to subscribe because this isn't the end of it. There's a long road ahead of opportunities coming for everyone. And, this is only uphill from here in terms of opportunities and things like that for everyone. So without a doubt, definitely appreciate everyone. Thank you. I watched all of your Facebook ad videos. It has helped me gain some insight. Ruben, I'm here. All right, Ruben, you're going to get the Apple Watch. So congratulations. You just won a brand new gold stainless steel Series 6 Milanese loop. Super cool. I don't know if you can see it, but let's see if it adjusts here. It's a little tiny image on the back, but super, super, super cool. You can actually call people from this. You don't even need your phone. You don't even have to have a phone. You can actually just register as a phone number and walk around talking on this thing. How cool would that be? I mean, you'd be, you'd have to be balling in the street to be able to do something like that. So congratulations. That's super cool. You just won the new gold Series 6, just came out. It has the Apple Watch band, stainless, steel. Comes with a case and supports LTE and UMTS. So including cellular. So awesome. You did just win for LTE band support and cellular information. Yep. So super cool. You just did win this. So congratulations. It's the 40 millimeter. So I don't know what size that is, but it's definitely a nice one. So congratulations. You did just win that, Ruben. So congrats, everyone. Ruben just won. Thank you so much. Absolutely. That's what we're here to do. Thank you so much for everyone who's commenting, liking, and, following the steps. I really appreciate it. That really tells us that you're finding value and that gives back to us as well. Hey, Ruben. Oh, the chat's great. Congrats, Ruben. Yep. Congrats. Yay. Congrats, Ruben. Everybody is so supportive here. Y'all are all so nice. Love to see that everyone is interacting with one another. That's super cool. I followed all your accounts. Thank you. Congratulations, winners. Yep. We've given away 1, 2, 3 MacBook Pros already on this stream alone. We've given away MacBook Pros on the last stream. We gave away another MacBook on the other stream. We gave out MacBooks and iPhones on Instagram. So we're giving away tons of stuff. There's lots of things to win. It's unreal how many things we've been giving away. So everybody has a chance. Once again, congrats on all the winners so far. You do have to be 18 years or older to accept. If you aren't, you have to have a legal guardian. And then also anybody can win. You just have to have somebody who can accept it in the US for you. So those are, the actual rules to make sure that, you abide into. But other than that, congratulations once again on all the winners, and make sure to ask some more Facebook ads questions. I think I'm going to keep going with this stream until the camera actually, gives out. So whenever that happens, it could be in 2 seconds, it could be in 10 minutes. I realized I had a half battery when I launched the stream, so we'll see what happens. Sorry that I comment. And by the way, if it does end, we'll probably jump to another stream on another platform just to get it going and give people opportunities there who haven't been able to make it to the YouTube one. So we'll definitely do that. Everyone deserves to win. Absolutely. Everyone does. Everyone here's been doing amazing. Can luck just be good for once? Tessie. Well, I noticed your comment, so that's luck. And then I wish you the best of luck on winning an item. It's funny when everyone starts commenting whenever you're about to give away. That's how, that's normal. Like a lot of people do want to win a Mac. I understand it. I get it. Can you help out, Chase? Yeah, absolutely. Congrats to everyone. I'm from New York and would love to win a MacBook Pro. Thank you for giving me the chance. Congratulations to the winner. Done all steps. Hope he chooses me. I've always been unlucky. What unique click-through rate are you generally looking for? We don't look at click-through rates, to be honest with you. We only look at click-through rates if there's a problem with the conversions, if there's not enough purchases coming through, or if we have really, really low traffic coming from the ads and not a lot of purchases. If we have really low traffic and a lot of purchases, we're happy because conversion rates are up. And, click-through rate could be 0.2, but if all of those 0.2 are converting, we're not worried about it. We don't worry about click-through rates until we have a ton of traffic and no actual conversions. And what do you know? Believe it or not, this camera did just give out. It did happen. So we are going to end the stream here. I might take 1 or 2 last questions, but we're probably going to jump onto TikTok Live, or we might do Facebook Live. It just depends. So make sure to check both. Hey, Chase, can you please consider me for a MacBook? Potentially. I wish you the best of luck. No, dead camera. Yep, we are jumping to another stream, though, because this one has been a lot of fun. Amber, it's not related, but I took an economics class, and what is it useful for? Can you help me out? Potentially MacBook for my design. Facebook, oh, thank you for the live stream. Can I win? TikTok brought me here. Awesome. That's super cool. All right, so we did give away 3 MacBook Pros. We gave away 1 Apple Watch. We did give away an iPhone. Make sure all of the winners to contact me on Instagram DM, and we're about to switch streams. TikTok, please, that would be awesome. I will go ahead and drop my TikTok in here so everybody has it in case we do the stream there. I have 2 TikTok accounts. Make sure you follow this one if that's where you're going to go. No, this was not a scam. There are multiple winners. Hi, Chase. My name is Julie Torres, and I'd really like an iPad or a MacBook. All right, we're going to end up switching over to another stream. So congratulations to all of the winners. I really appreciate it, everyone. And I will see you later.